Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Freedom Growers Topics After Dusk. Y'all know it's Friday, Faith It Friday. We have another hitter for you guys. We are extremely excited about what tonight is going to bring, what it's going to hold, and y'all just have no idea. Get ready, like TD Jake says. How y'all doing, ladies?
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, wonderful.
Good. Awesome. So I know Tamicka, you have been faithful watching the show. We have truly enjoyed you. Y'all, this is the hashtag queen. We can say a phrase, and before I know it, she done popped up a hashtag. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, okay, let's write that thing down. We've known her. Oh my goodness, I got involved back in 2018. So it's like in January 2018. That's when I officially met Tamicka. I know Alita met her prior to that. And I was like, oh, 2018. So it's been really 3 years. And so
Yeah.
here we are. I knew that was my mama. Baby, my mama be on it. Faith and Friday is her jam.
Hey, Mama Faye. Look, she know
I'm,
you.
I'm with her.
All right, Alita, you have anything to share? Because I'm about to get out the way and let Tamicka have the floor. I have the mic.
All right, so y'all know I love doing the welcome. So yes, welcome to Mika Jones Francis. We are so excited that you are here. As we promised last night, everyone, this Faith and Friday is going to be absolutely amazing, and it's going to be a little different. So put your seatbelts on, grab your pens and papers, until y'all get y'all Faith and Friday journal notebooks, so that we can continue these nuggets, this episode, this journey of our faithful relationship. I like that.
Y'all know I would have already had a hashtag already, right?
No, right?
I'm just going to try to share it out real quick, okay? I'm going to try to share
Okay.
it out really quick. Hopefully, I
Yes,
won't
yes, yes.
lose
Like Tamika said, sprinkle your timeline. Sprinkle your timeline. So I'm going to go into. So we have a pause for the calls. Make sure that you guys share this out to your network. Uh-oh, turn
Sorry.
this down. No problem, no problem.
Okay, I just want to be able to share it. People said, please share it. And I said, okay, I will. But I forgot I was my iPad with me too.
You know,
Oh, okay.
your babies is waiting on you, child. So let me try to share. You just do your thing. I'm gonna try to share what I can on this end and go from there. Tag you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you guys so much for having me on here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is it my cue right now? I don't want to be out of
Oh,
place.
yes. It's all you,
Okay,
honey.
okay. Thank you so much for having me on here. It is a privilege and an honor, I guess, to, not I guess, but to be on with you ladies. I was thinking, Alita sent me the message. I'm thinking, why they want to have me on Faith and Friday? I don't know. But then Alita went before me, and I'm thinking, how do I follow her? Because ain't nothing that exciting in my life. So so all day amongst everything else, I'm thinking, Lordy, I can't follow her. I'm like, I'm
Don't
going to.
forget you are the live queen too. So we learned
Yes, the live queen, honey.
yeah, but honey,
Because she
don't
got us
forget.
started going live. She had the classes and all of that. Look, you got to get on there and just press that go live button
And
and
go.
just do it and
And go.
go.
And here we are 3 years later, being connected that way via social media, which is a great outlet of connecting with people that I have not met in person. And that's important because people think you have to touch sit across the table and talk from people to generate a relationship. And as you can see, we do not have to do that. I don't know how much y'all want me to go into detail, so y'all stop me as
Go
I
for
go.
it.
Okay.
Yes,
So yeah,
we're
so
open and transparent.
Let
We
the
are open and
spirit.
transparent.
Yeah.
so faith and
As the spirit moves
transparency
you.
Friday with me. And so, you know, social media is my thing. Going live is my thing, and I've been what word can I use? I mean, it's just been great over the years to do so much with helping people to just go live and just, you know, blossom when it comes to social media. And I'm gonna jump back to relationships because I have built a lot of relationships via social media. And with you two, I built those relationships. And so we're gonna jump right into the nitty-gritty of the whole thing, because I'm nothing else. I'm transparent. And I always say everything starts with me, right? I never want to give out advice to people that I can't partake in myself, or that I haven't already done. And so we lost touch for some time. I can't remember how much time. So if y'all remember, y'all correct me. How long was it, Alida? I know you know.
I know it was over a year. I know it's been at least.
Yeah. The last known moment was the Me Too, not Lord, not the Me Too, but the Me Time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the second me time. Was it the second one? The first one, yeah.
The one in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay.
Atlanta
Yes.
was the first one, right?
Was that the first? Yes, that was the first one.
Whatever
Virginia was the
first
second
one was, because
Okay.
I didn't get to know the neither.
Okay. So that was so that's been a good while, well over a year. And and there's a point to this story, y'all. Okay. But so we lost touch since then. And and here we are. I'm just throwing it out there the best way I can. And so at that time in my life, I just detached myself from people. And I said, well, since I'm detaching myself from people, my motto is, if you're attached to people I'm not attached to, I don't want to be attached. I just want to free myself altogether. Okay. So tonight we're just gonna be real transparent. We're gonna be real with each other because that's just who I am. So and so that was
Great, no chase.
was
I like it.
you know, that was my thing. So that's why every morning I'm saying, today we're gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. Okay, we ain't gonna play with it. We ain't gonna try to make up and put frosting on it. A cake is a cake. It don't matter what it looks like. Okay. And so we lost touch. So
Rima, hey girl.
Hey Rima, she was the one who said, please make sure you share it. And so I said to myself, you have to, and sometimes you come to a point in your life where you just have to stand still for a minute and be quiet so God can instill things in you and download things in you that you can't hear when it's so noisy. And when I say noisy, it's the noise of life. Everybody coming. Some things came to light that I found out. And so when I found out those things, I was just like, I need to detach myself from some things, some people, some places for a while, and I need to step back. And sometimes you do have to remove yourself from situations, from people, even though you can be attached to them, you build relationship, because I'm always a believer, if it's meant to be, it'll come back around. That's always my thing. You know, if it's genuine, because you know, forgiveness is a big deal. But I had to post something a couple of weeks ago and said, forgiveness don't mean we need to reconnect, because sometimes reconnection is just not there. Okay. And so I had that happen to me in a close relationship. And for me, it just was like, I can't reconnect. And so I'm saying, Lord, why can't I get back into this comfortability I was with this person? And you know, the Lord said, you're not meant to reconnect, but you are meant to forgive. Because you can't have that weight on your heart. You can't have that. You can't, because that's not of me. So you can't walk around not forgiving, right? But you don't have to reconnect. And so when it came to us, and let me remember, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I think I came on a live and the live came up and I was on, and you guys were so excited, and I was like, wow, okay, so God really put it back on, and you guys are like, we were just talking about you all. And you know, and I'm just like, and so that's how the Lord worked. That's how he do it.
Because we were like, oh my God, I don't know who said it first. We were just like, I wonder how Tamicka doing. And we just, girl, I don't know. I haven't seen anything from her in a while. And then all of a sudden, you just popped in. Well, I don't take it as a coincidence, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. And so, you know, you're right. I don't think it was no coincidence there. I think it was on purpose. I think things happen for a reason. And in this instance, I think it wasn't like more of a I forgive you because you guys didn't do anything to me. It was a decision that I made to disconnect. And no fault of you guys. That just was me. And so, but but guys, like you guys still have a chance for reconnection because sometimes you need a separation. And sometimes people think separation is a punishment. It's not a punishment. Sometimes you need to step away. And stepping away is okay. You know, don't let anybody tell you that stepping away isn't okay. Sometimes it just is. And sometimes you can't understand why at the time, because sometimes your vision or your mind is so cluttered or clouded, you can't understand. And so, you know, the reconnection came back, long story short, and I'm excited about it. You know, I'm here, I'm still doing me. I'm trying to build me and not hold back. You know, and you know, support people like they support me. You guys have something great going on, and sometimes great connects to great. You know, and that's just how it works. You know, it all works out once you allow the plan to take place. I just think it works out that way. I ain't got much for you. I'm just Tamicka. That's it.
Okay.
But I'm
You
sure
know,
I got some stuff for me. I'm sure.
yeah, because you said something that was huge, that you needed to disconnect from someone, and anybody that was attached to that someone had to be removed. And what's huge for me is that when you said it was no fault of ours, because Alita and I questioned it, and we are like, why? What's the reason? But neither one of us, I don't think, reached out to say, you know, well, we couldn't, but I don't think either one of us reached out to say, why did this happen? Sometimes it's just like, you know what? Let it be. It's like the boomerang. You let it just throw it out there, and if it returns, it was meant to come back. If you send somebody out, if it's meant to be, it'll come back, and if not, you know, no love lost, no hurt. It was great while it lasted. You know, it's okay. But apparently there was something that was needed, and you know, forgiveness, it can be like a sore that festers, and we need to get the unforgiveness out of our heart because it can hinder a lot of things. It can cause a lot of things to happen. But you said it's necessary, but you don't need to reconnect. That's huge. Forgive the person, but you do not have to reconnect to them, and they don't have to be a part of your life. There's love lost. You know, whatever it is that you've done, it's fine. I forgive you for that. Not for you, but for me. Rima said, sometimes you need to get you together because you could have lost you somewhere in the mix of living. That is so true. So absolutely true.
That's true.
And so, you know, since we gonna lay it all on the table. And yes, on social media. But when the me time thing was happening, I felt the tension, and it was thick. It was very thick. I personally had no idea what was going on in the background, what even caused the dissension or anything. But then, you know, you start seeing this person is disconnecting, this person is disconnecting, this person is disconnecting. And then there was just this unspoken thing, this dark cloud. And I shared that with Alita, and I was like, Alita, I don't feel comfortable. Because there's something that I don't even know what it is, but I don't want to connect with that energy right now at the time. And I said, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And so then I sent the message and I said, I won't be able to attend. And I said, I hope she wasn't upset about it, because right after that, it was like, okay, fine. You don't want, goodbye, peace out, roll up out my life, that kind of thing. So, but
And so, go ahead.
go ahead.
And it's funny that you said that, because I was like, why wasn't I able to go? It was probably, for me, it was probably something financial, I'm sure, with me, or I don't know what, but it wasn't the thing that discorded us.
Something happened and you could not go. And I ended up going to Atlanta. But I was going to Atlanta anyway, but I ended up going by myself and just hanging out with my
You sure
friend.
did. You sure did. And it just felt weird, because I was like, they was like, I hope they're not taking that personal or thinking that it's because of whatever, and it's like, wow, it's so funny. But one thing about it, y'all, nobody ever create or recreate the will of God. Nobody can do that. We can dismantle things that we have control over. We can protect our hearts. We can protect our feelings. We can protect our boundaries. But one thing we cannot create or recreate is the will of God. And so it's so ironic that, I never had discord in my heart for any. I respected totally where Tamicka was coming from. And she told me point blank, baby, I'm dealing with none of y'all. I love you, but I'm done. Okay. Don't just, catch me if you catch me. But you're gonna feel the burn. She didn't say that, but you feel the burn.
She didn't have to say it.
Maybe they, it's like, do they not know me? I'm not a click chick. You know what I'm saying? So I have to respect how it feels. A lot of times when someone actually is grown enough to tell you how they feel, you need to be grown enough to accept their response. It's not about you. And that's what I always do. It was never about me personally. So whenever we were supposed to meet again, because I really believed in my heart from that very day that we would reconnect. Don't know when, don't know how, but I just have always believed and trusted God for that. And so we have to understand that whatever God's will is, it will be done. And just sitting up, festering on it and worrying about it, it wasn't going to help either of us. Not me, not Dee or Tamicka. So we all had to just go ahead and accept the fact that she had to do what she had to do in her life, and we got to do what we got to do in our lives, and that's be okay with it and move on, regardless how it felt, how it looked, or how it seemed. And so sometimes, again, we talk about those, hey, Trees, we talk about those arguments that we create in our minds. And it's like, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter what it seems. We know what it is. It is what it is. She's been transparent. She's going to tell you how she feels. And that's just what it is. And that's how it's always been. So I can always accept and appreciate and respect, how anybody's feelings, as long as I know I haven't done anything, to cause any strife, You can be like, right. Okay, baby, whatever. It's all good. It's still all good. So we just, like I said, the Spirit put it on my heart to have you on the show, just to show people that, you can forgive and you can reconnect. It may not always be warranted to reconnect, but you can if it's the will of God. But don't try to force it. Don't try to put you on them. Let them heal. Let that person heal. Yeah. And I think that's why we came back so strong, like it wasn't nothing. Tamicka, I promise you, that day you came on the live, that morning we just got off our 7 a.m. live, and we talked about you. So the next day you came in. So it was the next day that you came in our live. So the day before that we had got off our live. We was talking because we always commune with each other after our lives. Because I'm like, girl, that was a good live, girl. We be hyped after the live. We be after party after the live every time. And so we were just talking. We was like, whoa, and whatever we talked about that day, it was something that connected you with our topic. It had to have been for us to actually just speak your name. And then we were just speaking, just speaking the name. And so and we just was like, I know she doing her thing, baby. You know she was a live queen. You know she doing her thing. And
Absolutely.
She had befriended us on Facebook. We were not
She
friends.
befriended and blocked.
Yes, and blocked, baby. We couldn't see nothing. We couldn't hear nothing. We couldn't shop no more because that was our paparazzi sugar. Now we couldn't shop no more, nothing.
I was like, Lida, I ain't even in the VIP group no more.
Yeah, we couldn't do.
I couldn't even find her name no more. I was like, dang, sis, she said,
to go back in. We couldn't get in no way, nowhere.
Couldn't see nothing.
So, the public page is just that, the public page. And lo and behold, we popped up on her feed from our public page. She never even knew us as Freedom Growers. She only knew us as Alida and D. I was doing my thing, she was doing hers. So she never knew our collaboration. So she just happened to pop on, and baby, we just doing what we do, y'all, loving on each other from the lives.
I got it. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry.
If you one little, you gone. So
the devil is angry today. I don't know.
Ain't it?
He mad today.
Mad.
He ain't getting no glory today.
He ain't getting no glory today.
What he meant for evil, God meant for good.
That's it. I want to chime back on. I'm going to back up a little bit, since just a tiny bit. And y'all tell me when I'm I just, because I can be quiet. Something Darlene said when she sent me the text, and again, I'm just gonna put it out there because I'm just gonna be very transparent for y'all. And when she sent it, I'm going to tell you something. If you know me and you've like rocked with me for so long, you begin to, and we don't ever have to meet for you to know how I am and how I feel, how I treat people, and how. So when I got that text, because I put my heart into everything I do, but when I got the text and she said it, she said, "Well, I hope when I send it to her, she didn't think," and she was right. The air was very thick. Nobody knew what was what, and I just was being Tamicka and said, "This is what I'm gonna do." And I didn't think that it would affect the people one area and the next all at the same time, is what I'll say. So when I got the text, the way I got them all back to back, and so I took it personally, and my heart was so hurt. And y'all have to forgive me today because my emotions are on 7,000. Okay. So my heart was so hurt when I got it because I was just like, I have connected with these people. And I cannot believe that they would do this to me. And so in that point of it, you just start to think like people have chosen sides. And I can't deal with people choosing sides because I'm not that kind of person. That's not who I am. I choose the side of right. Because I can love you wrong or I can love you right, but I also can tell you you're wrong. And if it's truly my friend, you will respect me saying, "Sis, you know you're wrong." And so that's why there are some people that just went with me all the way, and can say to me, "Tamicka, you're wrong. You got to go fix it. You were wrong about it, and now I could be okay with it." And so when I got them, they all just hit me like, "Bam." You know what I mean? Like, and I just was like, I'm so sick of this. I don't know. And sometimes when you have to detach and unattach, there needs to be some growing that I needed to do, and to not take things so personal, especially when you don't have all the facts. But it wasn't meant for me to have all the facts at that time. It was meant for me to right now.
You wouldn't listen to the facts. You wouldn't listen to the facts anyway. Not at that time.
You're right. And so that's why
I have no idea what even transpired.
And you know what? Nobody does. No, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you about Lida. She tried. She really did. And she tried. She wanted to know
I was gonna try to fix it.
Yeah, she was. And she wasn't trying to be nosy. She just was, she tried. And I just was like, Alida, this has nothing to do with you. I'm not gonna put
Mm,
you, I'm not gonna involve you in it. The person that I need to deal with, I need to deal with that person. And
mhm,
what I should have said is I need to detach from everybody involved that is attached, but I didn't. And again, it wasn't meant to be said at that time because I needed to recognize some things, I needed to see some things, and it wasn't meant for me to see it at that time. I needed to pull away.
mhm,
And something transpired that really hurt my heart, and it was unforgivable, and I couldn't come back from it. And again, it wasn't anybody's fault that I detached from per se. It was just the one person. And I had to pull away because I knew that while I was there, I did all I can do. And so when that happened to me, I was like, I know this is not, no, this can't be happening to me, not Tamicka. Not when I'm transparent, I put my all in, I'm honest, like this can't be happening. And so when it did, I just, it just was like an explosion for me. And so, which
mhm,
caused me to pull back. So no, it wasn't, yes, the air was thick. And so that's what happened as far as the messaging and the meantime and all that stuff. And it just all hit me like a ton of bricks, like at once, bam, 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 bam. And I just said, you know what, I'm done with this whole thing. I just am. And, but nevertheless, I never want to leave a empty spot out, of the, where, just so you guys can have answers to it. I mean, you deserve that. I believe so. You couldn't get them at the time, but we have them now, and here we are. So I don't love you any less. I don't say any ill words. I mean, people I detach from, I detach from them. I just, if they mean me ill will, then you definitely can't be in my life because that's just not where I'm going. And I don't want to take any of that negativity with me. So I
mhm,
really do believe that if the relationships are meant to come back, then they will come back full circle. And you
mhm.
will pick up. It's almost like somebody you call your best friend. Is like people think if you're best friends, you got to see each other every day. You got to hang out. You got to go to the movies. You got to do all this stuff. That's not
No.
true. It's a myth. I have best friends that live in different states, and I
Mhm.
can not see them for so long, and we get back together and pick up right back where we left off. That's
Right,
true
like,
friendship. That's a relationship.
right.
Like you just seen them yesterday. It's like, oh, remember we was
Mhm,
doing, oh, okay, and you pick right back up. So that's how I feel like building relationship as far as where we all are, and building
mhm,
sisterhood and things like that with people you don't even know, you grow to know via social media.
right.
It can happen. It's there. And you build relationships, you build business relations. You start off, because we started off wanting to build our businesses, coming into a
Yeah,
program just to get better. How can we do this better? You know, and then who knew that we would all become so glued and close? Because to me, we were
right.
close. Some were closer than
Yeah.
others. Who would
And you
have
know what's
thunk it?
crazy? We were tethered together. You just never know who is really supposed to be. My mom said, entanglement and detachment. We were entangled, and so the signals just got all mixed up. All we just like, you know what? We're gonna shut the door, but the attachment was still there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you, I don't know if you felt the excitement in our voices when we saw your name pop up,
I
but
did.
that was like for real, like, oh my God, we just said this girl's name not even
Mm-hmm.
2 days prior to that. It was like we were sending the signal, like, hey, come, it's time.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
time. I believe that
And
so
like,
much. We have frequencies that we
oh,
send out. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Say it
Is
again.
she, Darlene? I think you were
I don't know what you
sticking.
were saying. What, say it again, Alita?
I was asking Tamika. I was like,
Okay.
I don't even know. I think well, she had popped off a little bit, and I was like, I think that we just popped up on her feed. I don't know if she had been seeing us or it was just that
Mm-mm.
day. so ironic. It's like crazy. How? I'm telling
It was
y'all,
that
it's the
one.
will of
It
God.
was
You
that
got
one.
to know him.
Mhm.
You got to know him, honey.
It was the one. It was that one I
It's
saw, and
crazy.
it popped up, and I came in, and it was just like you guys were either. It was so crazy because like when I popped on, I'm just like, oh, look at that, and I just like, hello there, y'all like, ah, I was like, oh my, and so you're like, we was just talking about you, and I was like, oh really? Like you like it's like okay, here we go. It was like it's time to like all right, this. And so I said, so I already knew. I said, so you know you in now. They know you back. You're gonna have to deal with the elephant in the room. Eventually,
Right.
you gotta do. And then I saw y'all doing the thing. I was like, they ain't ever gonna ask me to do this, so I don't have to worry about that. They'll just private message me, and I'll tell them. And here we go. The year can't go by. The leader got me, and I said, Lord, I can't tell her no.
Because Alita was like, D, I really want Tamicka to be on. Okay. It's like, cool. And this is, I want us to talk about this whole thing. I said, even better, because we are planting seeds. And, sometimes we planted seeds back in 2018, and they were seeds of the unknown. There were seeds of contention, detention, contention, whatever. Seeds of what the hell? All these different seeds that were planted, but there was no fruit that came from it. There has been no fruit. Actually, nothing came up. But it's just like the bamboo plant. It's just like the bamboo plant. It takes what 3 years before it starts to sprout. And once it sprouts, it's on the move like instantly.
And I think 18. I think we coming around to the sprouting year. I think that's what happened. If you look at it, 18, 19, 20, 21, 18, we
Yeah.
So D said she came in January, right? Is that D, you said January. I know the volume and the crackling and it's going in and out.
Yeah. So January 2018 is when I met Tamicka. So
Okay,
that's 3 years.
17. I met her in 17 because I was probably already rolling with, and then I got you in, or somehow another week, so I was already in the game with the Chanela. So, that seed I had was straight love. So I've always loved Tamicka. I've always admired her. I've always to her as a woman of integrity. Have always.
Thank you.
That's why I felt comfortable to reach out to her. In concern, like she said, it was no matter. I was in concern because I was like, wait a minute, this is the house, this is the foundation. We have built something.
And this is what she said. This is what she's saying to me in this long message. This is exactly what she's saying.
Girl,
and she's got about 17 sugar nellies in there, and she's like, I don't know what's happening, but no, well, wait, you gone where? Like she is, and I'm just like this. So she just ain't gonna leave me alone, is she? She just gonna keep on asking. And finally, after her long, I said, listen. This don't have nothing to do with you. I love you. You're my sister, no matter what. But it don't involve you.
Bye-bye.
And you know what? She didn't cry no more. She didn't try to say, but I just want she hated for me to go. I got that from the entire thing. She hated it.
Yes. And
but she said,
I got my piece in what you said, Tamicka. I got my piece in when I tell somebody I love them, I mean it. And so you have told me that you love me, and I knew I hadn't done anything, so I got my piece from that. If I tell somebody I love you, I mean it. So just take whatever I'm saying. Don't worry about how I'm feeling. Just know that. So that's where I got my piece. with whatever was going on with you. And I
And
said,
she said, and she left it after I told her that. She just said, you know,
it
she
te-
she
like
didn't mess.
last year, I think I text.
Yeah,
Here I tell
mhm.
you, it was like last year or the year before, just to say hey, and we
Just to
just
say
had
hello. That's
a
it.
bit of a conversation and nothing else.
Nothing else. Didn't ask about it anymore. She didn't nudge about it. She didn't hint. She didn't do anything. It was just, and I respect that. I told people I can respect you when you're honest. It's when you're dishonest, I can't, I can't do anything with you. And so I respected that. And I love, and listen, there was no love lost. None. And I feel like we jump right back in, like I said. But this is real life, and this happens, and this is the other side of, you either reconnect or you don't.
Right.
But either way, you got to respect them both.
Absolutely.
You have to. So either you're supposed to or you're not, but don't force it. Because a
Yeah.
forced connection ain't ever, that's what it is. It's a force. You try to
It's
put a
friction.
circle you try to put a square in a circle, ain't gonna ever work. So it ain't gonna work. But this is living proof that this does happen. Um, it, and it can be turned around, but you just gotta respect people's space. And sometimes you don't always know the parameters of the space. But you gotta give them time to work it out. Because sometimes people just need time to work out all the, schematics about whatever is going on. And I just felt like it wasn't a need for me to share, because everything don't need to be shared. That's just stuff. That ain't me. Now that could be other people, and no shade to anybody. That just ain't me. I'm just hopping on, and I'm gonna give it to this person, and I'm gonna give it to this person. That person gonna tell the story to that person, and the story gonna be 17,000 pages long, and all I had to say was 3
In
sentences.
different versions. In different versions.
So I
Because
just
it ain't
kept
gonna be
it.
And one thing that who I'm not, and I'm not a click person either. I don't not like you because somebody else does not like you. Because just because you are square and and the other person is a circle doesn't mean that I'm not. I might be a circle with the circle, and I could be a square with the square. Your relationship with somebody else has nothing on my relationship with that, somebody else.
Absolutely not.
You ain't tell me who to be with.
And that's in growth. That's in growth, because everybody's not there. Everybody's not there. And
Oh, you don't like her? I don't like her either.
I don't like her either. How do you do that? How grown-ups don't do that? Mature people don't do.
Right.
But does it happen? Absolutely.
It
And so
does.
that's why part of me stepping back was, you need to see who will and who won't. You have to see that. And how do you
Yeah.
see that? Because you have to detach yourself from people. People will either be
And
mad at
each
you.
individual, yeah. And each individual have to heal the hurt, because you will always, and I believe this, you will bleed on the person that did not cut you if you do not heal the hurt. Somebody else gonna pay for something that somebody else did. No, heal it with that person. And y'all, I had to do my own set of healing. Because if I hadn't started, probably wouldn't be able to even do this right now. Because
Absolutely.
it's all about repairing relationships. Is it a mirror that's being held up in my face and I'm seeing what they're saying? Because usually, if there's a mirror and I'm acting out, or I'm dogging you out, so to speak, that's because you've held a mirror up to my face and I'm seeing what you are saying about me. You have to check that.
Mm-hmm. That's
Ooh, I had
true.
to apologize to a young lady because I went on what I heard about her, not who she is. Ooh, ooh, Chanela, hey girl, hey.
Hey, honey.
And you can't do that. You just can't. You have to,
No.
but you live and you learn. You learn from those things. And that comment is so profound because a lot of people do that. They go off of what people tell them. But here's my thing,
Yeah.
it's always going to be my thing. If you know me, if you respect my character, don't let somebody else diminish it by telling you something that you didn't hear from my mouth.
Mm.
Somebody can't come up to me and say to me, girl, let me tell you about Lida. She don't really be saying, she don't, that stuff she be saying on that line, she get that right from, hold it. Now, I know her. I'm going to do one of two things. I'm going to participate in the conversation, meaning I want to know what you got to say. And then I'm going to say what I got to
Mm-hmm.
say. Or I'm going to say, no, Alita not doing that. Absolutely not. Nope. And if she is, it ain't none of my business. There's two ways you can go. Respect
Yeah.
me you can't call me your friend. You can't call me your business partner if you don't trust my character or if you don't even know it. So somebody can't say, I'm telling you right now, Tamicka don't go live every day. Oh, Tamicka,
The
Jones
devil.
or Judge Francis?
And as a matter of fact, she didn't go live today, but guess what she did? She posted a video.
That's the comeback. You're right. She did go live today, but she did post a video. So you had half of the story. You didn't get the whole story. So you see what I'm saying? You have to respect my character's everything, right? To
Mm-hmm.
me, that's my character. You can't. That tells me something about you in our relationship. We gotta crack somewhere in the foundation when somebody
Mm-hmm.
can feel so comfortable with you, right? To even have a conversation with you about me. Because that's not
Mm.
the problem. Don't tell me what they said, tell me what you said to them. You gotta be able to tell me both sides and tell me how the conversation would have you had a conversation. That's why you always gotta spring clean your circle. It's like spring cleaning your house. Some stuff just gotta go. These winter curtains, we gotta put summer curtains up now. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have this stuff, and these dishes don't been in this cabinet for 7 years. We ain't never used them. It's time for the cup. We're gonna go ahead and take those over to the Goodwill and replace them with the ones we got from our wedding shower. We're gonna go ahead and replace those. And listen, we hold on to stuff so long. We gotta hold it. I gotta keep this. I gotta hold on to this. Let me hold on to this. Oh, because this coffee cup, we probably ain't never gonna come out again. So we're gonna hold on to this and then go in the back of the cabinet, back in 17 days. You know, I forgot 12 years ago, this cup came out and came out 600 times again, right? But you needed to hold on to it. That's how you
Yeah.
got to do people in your circle. There are people in your circle who are only there for a season. You can't keep summer when it's time for winter to come in, right? That's my
Mm.
problem, right? I can't transition from flip flops to shoes. That's why I
Right.
get sick. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you have to do. People are there for a reason or a season, or they forever.
Yeah.
But if they're
Are they forever?
seasonal, they have to go out with the season. They serve their purpose and they have to
Mm-hmm.
go.
Yeah. They might come back around when that season come back around, but
Maybe.
yeah, maybe.
If you serve no purpose, then why
And
are
that's
you
okay.
It
And
is
that's
okay.
okay.
You're not serving the purpose, you're just warming the seat. And I don't need seat warmers. Right? I don't need you to come on the live just because you think the number need to go up, because it could be one person on the live and I talk to you like it's a million. You will pop
We
in and that number will say one. By the way, here's
Baby,
the
we
tip.
had 0 on there and we talking to each other.
How about that? I'm talking to you like I'm talking to a million people. But here's your tip. Facebook don't put the real number up there anyway. You see names start popping up and it said you got one. You see 5 names coming up. I thought I only had one viewer. Don't worry about that number. Put some tape in front of it so you can go ahead and say what you got to say to who you got to say.
Take
Don't
that
be
sucker
distracted.
up.
Now, y'all don't get me started. I was trying to be good tonight.
Speak your piece and keep it moving.
That's it. We don't need seat warmers. We don't have no room for seat
Forget it,
warmers.
honey. Yeah.
Because
No, ticket holders
what
only.
we say, all they gonna do all gonna do is be in your live, and then gonna regurgitate what you done said.
Or try to. You gonna mess it up because it ain't meant for you. It was meant for me to say it. So we take it ticket holders only.
Baby,
That's
we done took out about 8 toes on tonight's live. The Tamicka got 5, I got 1, D got 2.
And I tried to be good.
Oh.
Yeah, I tried to pull it out of me. I tried to be good on his.
That authenticity has got to come out. It's got to come out.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
You're right.
Intentional and transparent. That is my motto.
Yep, that's my thing. I always say, let me be transparent so you know what's coming. So in case you got to leave out of the live because you can't take transparency. It's like this live is not for children. So please go ahead and close your room door or put your earbuds on because what I'm about to say is meant for adult ears only.
And if you get into your feelings,
He had 9 toes. Good evening.
If you get into your feelings, come on, Darlene. If you get your
holding on to that
feelings,
last one. But if you get in your feelings, you really have to check your heart.
you do. But you know what
Find
that's called,
out
Darlene?
why.
You know what that's called? That means you still got some conviction in your bones. And you should be thanking the Lord that you got conviction because there's people out there who have no conviction at all from what they do. So every time I feel bad about something I've done and my spirit getting convicted, I say, you know what? Thank you, Lord. I still have the spirit of conviction. I still can go ahead and correct it. There are some
I know
people
I need
that
to
will
do something about it. Right.
Don't think twice about it. Don't care less. Don't think they did wrong. If you bring it to them, they say, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see anything wrong with what I said. Right? You start speaking in a whole nother tongue, man. Right? They start bringing the other person up. My other person, her name is Mika. I keep her subdued, right? Because she always want to handle business. She'd be like, no, let me take this one. I got this one. I'd be like, no, Tamicka needs to handle that. Right? And sometimes when people get crazy, right? And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care what I said was right. Then I had to let her come out for a minute. Because sometimes people need to remind them that just because you're nice, you're saved, and you're kind-hearted, right? That don't mean you could walk over me.
Right.
Now, this ain't Freedom Growers. This Tamicka. I said it. I'm just you're not gonna do it because I'm just giving you one taste of her, and then every time it's kind of like a baby who put the thing in the socket. You pop it one time, they remember that pop. So when they go do it again, it's like, ooh, I remember the last time I pop. I'm not gonna do it no more. See, that's how people have to approach me. It's like, ooh, the last time I did that, oh, she didn't like that so much. I ain't gonna do that. Okay,
they might take a second time.
Yeah, you got. I'll give you something for it. I'm just saying. I'm just little old Tamicka in this big old world trying to do my thing. I ain't bothering nobody. You know?
Hey. Tisha.
Hey, Tisha.
So that's just me. But you know, that's how we do. That's how it goes. You know, and the biggest thing you can be is transparent. That's it.
That's it. So, whoo, honey, we got 9 toes and 1 to grow on. Oh, 1. We gonna grow.
Try to see how to roll over that last toe.
We got let him leave with some way to walk. Let him leave with some way to walk out the room. Oh, y'all, the other day,
what
back into
what you call it said on
now. So they
you might have to put some crutches on the wall. You might need some crutches, or you got to listen. You still got your nubs, and even when you get your toe amputated, they teach you how to walk on your nubs. They teach you how to do that, right? They teach you how to.
I'm done.
And then you got to regrow.
I never knew that before tonight. So I'm done. Okay, I did not know that. Yeah. Okay, whatever.
Hey, Charmaine.
Hey, Charmaine. Man. Woo-wee, Lord help us. Holy
If
Ghost.
you get your foot amputated, right? They have to teach you how to operate with one foot.
Well, I'm going to probably be in the wheelchair if it's me. I'm not finna be trying to do all that. Give me my chair. Give me my chair.
You can't take the easy way out.
That's it.
Listen, you got to learn how to walk again with the limbs you have.
In a chair.
I'll be like, another professor grandmother said, you walked up in this live, but you're gonna limp back out of the live.
Yeah, listen, this is for all of us. This is payback to y'all. When we on here, we leave out of here with no toes. We got soul. We got nuts. We take it. And at the end of the night, when it's all over, when y'all about to say goodnight, we say good night, ladies. We'll see you tomorrow, and we still come back.
Well, we sorry for rolling over our toes, but we roll over our own toes too, though.
Don't apologize for what's right. We don't ever apologize for what's right. We just saying we go out toeless, but we find a way to walk back in the room the next day, right?
Mm-hmm. What we do.
We don't ever apologize for saying the right thing.
Yes.
Am I right? Mama May said we right. She know be me and her sitting next to in the same pew.
Y'all do the same pew.
We in the same pew. How you getting out, Mama May? I'm getting all right. We're gonna help each other out tonight, and we're gonna be back here tomorrow for Wednesday night service. We're gonna be back in this room. Limping and all. Look at what she said.
Absolutely, y'all. So
limping all.
Faithful viewer, she's on almost every night. We are just we teaching y'all how to grow in your mind, in your body, in your finances, and just in life general. So that's why I love Faith and Friday, because we really get to the personal stuff. We get to that stuff after the wealth, after the weight loss, after you've got your mind right. These are the things that confirm your growth process. When we do the Faithful Friday, it confirms that though you went through the test, though you had that trial, you're still a conqueror, right? And so it's just like everything is not always about that gold or that silver. Some of that stuff has to be that cold. It has to start from the cold, because sometimes that gold silver, you haven't learned anything. But when you put that,
start with the cold.
COAL.
It ain't even a diamond yet. She said start with the cold. I ain't playing with you, Lida. She done took the other toe. Toe gone. The toe is gone.
I know Lida up there chomping at the bits that that is 8:53. I'm done chomping. I got to let it out. I got to let it out. It can't stay in here all night. I'm not finna take my chomping at the bits, because I got to get the bits out. They got to come out. I mean, and like I said, it was meant for the first of the year. Whose relationship do you need to remend? Right? Do you need to at least just have that conversation to see if that's something that is the will of God? That person has been on your heart. That person has been on your mind. Even when you when you know you ain't even that wasn't even on your things to do list. But bam, God put it on you.
But like we talked about last night, are you operating in your flesh?
Yes, indeed.
Or are you operating in your spirit?
Come on. See, y'all trying to start this 54 after. Come on now. Yeah. I'm just saying, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I don't have no more toes left. Because our flesh will lead. Your flesh will lead if you let it. That's the only way it leads, is if you give it permission to lead. That's the only way. That's the only way. That's like Mika. If she raised her hand and I say, go, she gonna lead, and she ain't gonna be nice. So I already know that. And our flesh ain't gonna be nice, because we're gonna be in our fleshly, worldly ways.
Yeah. That's Galatians 5 and 19, in case y'all didn't know. That's the scripture that we came from, because that's what Pastor came from last night at Bible study. And baby, that natural desire will eat you alive. And what it said, verse 20, I got my notes right here, y'all. A flesh concert.
Ooh, wait.
You will end up having a flesh concert.
That means you invited other flesh. That means you invited other flesh over.
Invite some more flesh
to be in your foolishness. AFC, that's the hashtag. A flesh concert.
Yeah.
You had to be here to know. I give you one hashtag tonight.
I know you ain't give us that many.
AFC in the audience viewing.
I ain't done nothing. I've been right here focusing straight forward. A flesh concert. Right. Are you having, that's the question. Are you having a flesh concert? Yeah. You tagging people. You tagging people in. You inviting people over to the concert. And you know it's gonna be a bunch of mess. I said coming into 2021, you know, you got to make some decisions. So I always start preparing my next year in the year I'm in. I'm not gonna wait for January 1st because then I'm late. So if you start on January 1st, you're already late. Okay, so you should already be started. Got your plan to know what you're gonna do. Write your goals there. Okay. So you know, I tell people all the time, when you lose people in your life, you know, when I lost my grandmother some years ago. And you guys may have heard me say this before. I learned that she was on my mind. She was on my heart. And we get the world get in the way with work and this and kids and husband, all this stuff. And it's just stuff. And I'm so busy. I'm going to get to it. And then she passed and it hurt my heart, you know, because I always live with every day. She was on my mind. And that could have been the last time I talked to her. That could have been the, you know, and so you relive those thoughts. You don't want to live that kind of life. And so when somebody's on your heart or somebody's on your mind, or you got an art or there's an issue or, I'm sorry, y'all see me doing this because I'm getting all kind of messages over, right? You should go ahead and sometimes, even if you're not the wrong party, you got to be the bigger person, right? So, or you need to go before the Lord and say, look, I need forgiveness from this. You know my heart. You know I can't go before this person. I can't, but I need forgiveness from it because this is holding me back. And you feel like, why is this so heavy? Why things just ain't working? Why this? Because there's something, right? I can't get this door open. That's because you can't close that one because you ain't finished what you were supposed to do. You know, and so I said in this year, when people on my mind or I need to, you know, reconnect with people or just apologize and say, even if I did something wrong, I don't know if I did, I want to apologize because I love you enough to say, I'm sorry and be the bigger person. Is that relationship that important to you? Do you want to reconnect? Those are questions you have to ask yourself, you know? So I ain't gonna say no more. The time is near, and I know.
Yeah, you know, and we're gonna end this, but I wonder if Alita and I had never mentioned your name. If we had never mentioned your name, would you have shown up in the live? You got to think about that.
You do. And I can tell you for me, my thought is, my answer to that would be yes, because it wasn't us. It wasn't us.
Amen. So we
that would be my answer.
Create or recreate the will of God. It ain't on us.
It wasn't us.
It ain't
on. That's true.
I never seen your live. I never seen it. Why did I see it that day? That's the question. That day. Everything happens for a reason in not your timing.
Right. It's not our timing.
3 years later, 4 for Lida. Right?
Mm-hmm.
here we are. The seeds have already been planted. The relationships have
Right.
already been built. They were just on pause. The
Just
seeds
on
were
pause.
still being watered in our own corners, right? We didn't even know. We still watered them. I could have ran into you in Texas, and it would have been a whole nother part,
Right,
right?
right.
We wouldn't have walked past each other like, I don't know why she's looking at me. She know who I am. It wouldn't have been that way.
Like, what?
Now,
Wait a
I know
minute.
you didn't just walk past, because I would have said, I know you didn't, Lida, act like you don't know me. I'm your kid's aunt, remember? Same thing
In the
with
flesh.
those. Darlene, you walking with your chocolate drop and you think you ain't gonna talk to me? And I'm in your state? Oh, okay. Okay. Right in the middle of Walmart. I know he cute and everything, but you can say out loud. I got a little bit of fluffy, but that's it. I'm still me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't up to us when it happens. It happens when he says it's going to happen. And so my answer to that question would have been, yeah, it would have happened. Because this is when he said it was supposed to.
Right.
And I love y'all. I do. From the bottom of my heart, I do.
Love you
Because
too,
y'all,
girl. I thank y'all for showing up.
yes, I do.
The
I
faith
love them
of
all of my heart.
faith of relationships, faith in relationships, clear the air, say what you gotta say, and release that.
Mm-hmm.
Release it. If what somebody is saying is getting to your heart, think of it as a mirror. If it's getting to your heart, if it makes you become a different person than you normally are, look in the mirror. Really look in the mirror. If what they're saying is affecting you that much, ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. If you really don't care, release it. Let it go. Move forward, move on. Forgive them for whatever it is that they have done, what you think they have done, your perception of what has happened. Forgive them. And then release it, let it go, because it might not keep you from doing anything else, really reaching or operating in the will of God. Nothing else matters if you are outside of the will of God. Period, point blank. I think I'm up to ankles now. Toes are gone.
You take it out. You going for knees now. You know, I think you going for knees. Alita already took the ankles out.
Okay. We was holding on to that one little pinky toe.
Now you need the wheelchair. Now the wheelchair is needed because now you have nothing. Now you up to ankles. but I'm just gonna say this. That keeps you in bondage. You give so much power to that thing, that situation. It keeps you in bondage.
Yeah. What Alita said at the event.
A rapid fire for Tamicka. Do we have a rapid fire for Tamicka?
I do have a rapid fire.
Oh yeah, you ain't getting away from the rapid fire.
Yes.
I had to reconsider how much I love y'all now because I sure thought I was getting off this live without.
I'm trying to get to it. I'm trying to get to the fun stuff.
All right, let's get to the fun stuff.
All right.
These are some repeat questions, but I like them. Hold on, my screen going too fast. Number 1, what is your proudest accomplishment?
Oh, my proudest accomplishment? Oh man, that's hard. That's hard. Oh, I never thought I'd be stumped at my proudest accomplishment. I oh gosh. I think my proudest accomplishment for me per se, is just doing what I do consistently and contagiously, and it helps other people. I think that's probably my proudest accomplishment, because now people are telling me. So I think I'm very proud of that. Somebody told me yesterday, you have no idea how many people look up to you. And I'm like, what? So that was that was a proud moment for me. Not sure if that's what you're looking for.
Awesome. Hey, it's your proudest moment, honey. Number 2, and this might be some similar. What is the best gift you have been given?
Oh, my best gift. Man, I think all of the gifts that God has given me, I don't want to say one is better than the other. But the ability to help others is always for me, the ability to help somebody else. When you can put somebody
Okay.
before you, that's a great gift to have.
Nice. What's your favorite 90s jam?
90s? Gosh, I don't
Mhm.
remember when this stuff was made. 90s, really? Oh my gosh. Was Salt and
Okay,
Pepper
we got
in
the
the
New Jack
90s?
Swing. Huh?
When was Salt and Pepper? Was that 90s?
No,
That was
girl.
80s.
It was 70s, 80s, 70s,
Oh,
70s.
70s. Now, Lida.
I'm
At the
70s,
end
baby.
of 70s, at the end of 70s, when I was
Not
watching,
Salt and Pepper.
I was young. I was
I was
not
in elementary school.
Yeah, so they was out for a minute. They might not have been out when we was born. I mean, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
84.
What about
Like
Keith
84, 88. Somewhere
Okay,
in there.
84. Okay, the 80s. That was good. 80s. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with Tamicka. Salt and
Okay,
Pepper.
what about LL Cool J or Keith Sweat? Am I getting there?
Keith Sweat was 87, 88.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm
Why do I know this? Because I'm a numbers girl. I can't help it.
but what I'm close to 90.
Well, Salt and Pepper, I guess, but I remember standing on the porch, on my one of my best friend's porches, dancing to Push It. It was I was always Salt, she was Pepper, and her cousin was Spinderella, and we used to do Push It.
Was that in the 90s?
No, this was in the 80s, because 90s I was in high school. I graduated in 94, so this was like between.
I graduated 95. Now wait a minute.
You know what? It was a lot of gangster rap stuff going on in the night. That was when the gang stuff was out pretty tough. You know what I'm saying? I don't really remember no real good 90s stuff. Somebody would really recollect my memory.
R. Kelly was out in the 90s. New Jack Swing was in the 90s.
I don't know.
Was 112 out? Was 112 the 90s?
I think so. I think 112 might have been in.
Like late 90s.
All right.
Let me see.
That count.
I'm about to Google. Let me ask Uncle Google.
Ask Uncle Google.
When did R. Kelly come out? Did he come out in the 90s?
1990.
Oh, I thought he came out before. Okay, but 112 had to be the 90s. I mean, yeah. I gave you 3. I went 70, 80, and 90.
Okay, honey. Yes. She done gave you a time.
Years active, 85. See that? I told y'all they came out in 85.
Who?
Salt and Pepper. What year did I say? I said 84, didn't I?
You did. But you are the numbers lady, so I'm just saying.
Because my life is surrounded by music. My uncle played music my whole life. And so I know the different genres. I know what was going on at certain times of the year. You know, there's some connections to music. I can't help myself.
I was close.
Okay. You were. All right. Um, what is your favorite family holiday tradition?
The holiday or the tradition?
Tradition,
Oh man,
or just
tradition.
or tradition in general. It doesn't have to necessarily be a holiday.
Oh, okay. Well, I can tell you holiday tradition is the buying of the we buy an ornament. So me and my husband made that tradition, and we 16 deep. So that's a tradition.
Okay, all right, that is a tradition. So y'all have one for each year.
Yeah. So you buy a new ornament, you pick it out for each year.
Nice. I like that tradition.
Yeah.
All right, and number 5.
Oh, that wasn't
Who
so
would
bad.
yeah, who would you want to play you in a movie of your life?
Oh, what's my girl name? Oh my goodness. I don't know her real name, and I should, but I can't think of it right now because my mind got too much.
Okay, give me a
But
movie.
I want Olivia Pope to play me, honey.
Girl,
It is handled.
Handled. Exactly.
I didn't get this question last week. I didn't get that question last week, but that would have been my person too, honey. Because
I switch it up, honey.
she is
You
full
know,
of
I switch
integrity,
these
but she
questions up.
snaps that neck if she need to, in a very sophisticated way.
Handled. I love it. I love it.
Definitely.
Well, all hearts are clear.
I'm with you, Charmaine, on that TLC.
Oh yeah, TLC, baby. Baby, baby, baby.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I got so much love.
I got
I didn't think of it. Okay.
Oh, Carrie Washington, my mom said. Oh, baby, 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 baby.
I knew the first name. All I could say was Carrie, but I ain't know the last name. I am not good with names. I'm much better. So
yeah. Sidebar. I did not know.
As me.
I did not know that was her husband. That played in the movie. Cindy Love Sunday. I forget what the name of. It's a Amazon or Netflix movie. It's one of them.
Whose husband? Olivia's.
Yeah, Kerry Washington's.
Oh, you see, I don't call her by her name, Lord.
I know, right? Okay. She's gonna always be Olivia Pope.
Yeah, that's what set it up.
The name of it.
I'm gonna have to look her husband up. I thought I seen him one time, but honey bee, woo wee.
Yes, that's her husband. In Sylvia's Love.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that was her husband. I did see that preview.
And this was a good love story.
I heard. I'm going.
I was confused, I guess, because of the time that it was filmed, and it said it was 2020, but they really did a really good job on making it seem like an old movie. So I didn't even. I just got.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna try it again because I've heard it's a really good love. I'm gonna try it again.
It's really good. And while we on series, if y'all haven't seen Bridgerton,
I'm gonna binge watch it. I'm gonna binge watch it. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Just let me tell you, the Duke
you ain't gonna be
divine.
Not to do that, Tamicka. You ain't gonna be able not to binge watch it. So just carve out a nice ago. It ain't even. I like the series that's good, to the point, short and sweet. I like those. Now them ones I got to go weeks and it's hard. It's hard, baby. I couldn't breathe good with Black, but I got to host a Blacklist. Oh Lord, have mercy. I wasn't doing no business, child, because Blacklist had all my dang time. I'm talking about 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, child. I wasn't getting good sleep or nothing.
You know what? I appreciate y'all. My day has been full of tears until right now. So I appreciate y'all to get this laugh out.
That's good. Laughter is good for the soul. Remember the good times for sure. Mm-hmm. Remember the good times.
Yep.
And before she say something, I'm gonna put this up. She be in the comments. Where is your link? So let's put
Yep.
this up
You.
on the
Yep.
screen. If you would like to donate to the Freedom Growers Movement, we have two opportunities for you. Purpose to Freedom, PayPal.purpose me something. It's rolling down there. And then Cash App, $ Darlene Anthony. So let's see, go to paypal.me/purpose to freedom or Cash App $ Darlene Anthony if you would like to donate to this movement. We thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Tamicka, for reconnecting and sharing this reconnection story. We were on the mountaintop, we fell down into the valley, and then we came back up to the top of the mountain. And who knows what's going to happen from here moving forward.
Yep. Thank y'all. And I'm happy that we're here. P.S. I'm gonna need you to write a note to yourself. Put that little thing that you in the beginning of the live. Thank you. Just saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Just saying. I mean, let's give opportunity. You giving nuggets out. I mean, from the beginning, I'm gonna need them to see it.
Indeed. Make sure I remember.
I know you don't like it. But it's okay.
I don't, but we all got to do the things that we don't like.
That's it.
I get it.
Y'all giving out free nuggets. Why not? Put it up. Make it bold if you can. Put it in the color, neon, whatever.
All this new bubbles and squares and colors.
I know, right?
For us.
Yeah, I like to play with the font. So you wanted it.
Okay, have it going in different colors. What's
whatever. It draws attention, right? People want to know what it is. It's an attention catcher. 2021. Everybody got their Cash App up. People donating this. Y'all giving out free nuggets. It's not like you giving us God.
Well, she done took back Denise on that for sure. Anyway.
I'm glad she put it up. She reminded me. I said that when I come on here, the first thing I'm gonna say is, "Well, I don't see that thing scrolling because I know it wasn't gonna be up here." But see, I forgot. Y'all caught me off guard. But now I got the Cash App, so I'll be the first partaker to go ahead and do my Cash App because I'm on here every night taking notes, getting. You know what? You feeding me? Okay, let me pay for my dinner. We getting it.
Baby, that's the other kneecap. Both of them gone now.
Okay, not a kneecap gone. Not a kneecap gone. Let me keep the like my thighs. You know, I like my thighs. Let me hold on to my thighs. Everything from the knee up. I gotta work with that.
Oh my gosh. Thank y'all. I love it. Again, thank y'all for having me on here. I have extended my time. Y'all had to know this was gonna happen. Okay. So, but thank y'all.
Last thing, don't forget.
We had a lot to cover.
Tamicka does great motivational lives. She is a exceptional paparazzi. She has on one of her pieces tonight. So y'all, we share the love. This is an opportunity to, meet our guests personally and, on their next level. So be sure you connect with her. You will not regret it. We do not count any of this. We do not take any of this time that she has given us tonight for granted. And again, we really appreciate you. We appreciate your time, your transparency, and we always appreciate the love. So we hope to see you in here on the show. We already know you're going to be in the front row, but, it's always in the room.
Sitting next to my mama.
That's right.
And Karen.
Yes. So
we ticket holders.
They know how
they got reserved seats, honey.
That's it. We ticket holders. We got our band.
And in church, what seat not to sit in. That's theirs.
I love y'all so much. If you want to connect with me, just put Tamicka Jones Francis, and you'll find me on Facebook. Of course, YouTube. What's on your mind, on your plate? That's my new thing right now that I'm graduating to. So thank y'all so much for putting it out there. And just FYI, I will be sending y'all a beautiful piece to wear on y'all next live. So when y'all get it, y'all gotta wear it together. Okay, as a thank you. Okay. It's just so much going on. I didn't get it out, so you can have it in time for this live, but you will have it in time for the next one, okay?
And you know we're gonna have it on, honey. So Tamicka Jones Francis, what's the name of the YouTube again?
What's on your mind or plate? And you'll see like a picture of me pop up like a book. That's the new adventure right now. So yeah.
That's on YouTube, you guys. Thank you, Facebook family. Thank you, in our Instagram. Hopefully, we can get to Instagram. But thank you, Periscope. We'll be moving to Twitter or wherever else. And thank you, YouTube family, for tuning in to another episode of Faith It Friday. Our time is well spent. I don't think we've ever been on this long for any of our broadcasts, but there were some things we had to discuss, y'all. You got to get all that gook out and what's that salt we talk about? Get that manure. Some manure got to go. We had to pull some weeds, and we had to reform the soil so that it is good ground and that the most amazing fruit will sprout from it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all will catch D and Lida again next week. Y'all know we're going to have some heaters for y'all because we got a game plan going. And it is time. So we will see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. After Dusk.
Bye.